I've lost 130 pounds and I've kept it off for over 10 years. And after I lost the weight, I started to build muscle in order to fill out some of the loose skin that I had. I wanna show you the workout that I do every single week that has helped me grow my glutes. And I have seen massive changes since I have been doing it. It's only 4 moves. It's completely done at home. A lot of people think you need to do a lot of training, you need a lot of equipment. I'm literally just gonna be using dumbbells and a barbell, and that's it. And 4 moves. We got this, buddy. Look at my pickle socks. Look at this, dill pickles. Look at this, see this? Deal the halls, because it's almost Christmas here.
Yeah, I got that part.
See that guy? Christmas pickle socks. If you want to know exactly what I ate and did to lose my weight and keep it off, I have 4 weight loss ebooks. You can buy them all separately and use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off, or you can buy all 4 in my everything bundle for a cheaper price, then use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off the already cheaper price for a double savings. Link is down below if you want to check that out. And one of the biggest things that has helped me with muscle building is creatine. This is HTLT Seps creatine. I literally just put a scoop in my water like this. It's tasteless. Creatine has massive benefits for women. It's helped me with strength in the gym. It helps me recover quicker in between sets. And I feel like my muscles are fuller. I feel like my muscles are less sore after the workouts. So code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below, cutie. Before I do this workout, I always do a quick warm up. Whatever works for you. I just stretch my legs out a bit, do a quick, just like a couple like body weight squats like this, a few leg stretches, and then I get into my first exercise, which is lying hamstring curls with a dumbbell. Also, I am not a personal trainer. I'm just a girl that's lost a lot of weight, and this is what I do and it works for me. Always consult a professional before you do anything, because I'm just this. For the hamstring curls, I do 2 sets of 10 reps, and I'm gonna show you how I do it, but I get face down on the floor and I put a dumbbell in between my feet. I'm using a 30-pound dumbbell, but this is a tricky one to use heavy weight at first. So if you're gonna try it a much lighter weight. Like I started with a 5 to 10-pound dumbbell and I worked my way up. You wanna pretend that your hips are glued to the floor. Keep them as close to the floor as possible and use your glutes and hamstrings to squeeze the weight up and then lower it slowly down. And that's the rep. So you put it in between your feet, glue your hips, and squeeze. Last rep should be really tricky and you should almost be going, ooh, I'm gonna fail. Next move, walking lunges. I use 20-pound dumbbells. I put 1 in each hand and I do 2 sets of 24 reps each, which means 12 per leg. And I basically just walk across our gym and back until I hit 24 reps. And when I do it, I lunge so that when I lunge with my left, I go so that my thigh is parallel to the floor. And then I do the same when I go forward with the other leg, as parallel as I can get, because I did used to have knee problems when I was overweight. So I try not to go too low, just enough to feel the glute and the hamstring stretch. And to really get the glutes, I lean forward slightly when I'm lunging, and you'll see it and you really feel it. And I feel like that's really helped me grow my glutes. Is it, Muffin? move is squats. I'm gonna use a barbell, but if you don't have access to a barbell, when I'm done showing you how to do it this way, I'll show you an alternative with a dumbbell. So what I do is 2 sets of 12 reps, and again, everything is glute focused. So when I squat, I'm gonna rest the barbells kind of on the backs of my shoulders, you'll see when I pick it up. And then I squat as if I'm sitting down in a chair, but I emphasize the sitting where I stick my glutes or my booty out like extra so that I feel the stretch in my glutes. Then when I'm sitting in my chair, I squeeze my glutes and use my glutes to push the weight up. And then at the very top, I pause and I do an extra squeeze to really get that glute action. And then I do another rep. Get your balance first, make sure you're good to go, and then squat down. Okay, so I'm gonna use a 30-pound dumbbell. I hold it in the palms of my hands like this on either side. And then these are called goblet squats. It works the same for me as a barbell, just if you don't have access to a barbell or you're not feeling the barbell, I do it this way. Same thing. I'm gonna keep my hips. I'm gonna keep, not my hips. I'm gonna keep my feet a little more than shoulder width apart and toes pointing slightly outward. And then I'm gonna squat as if I'm sitting in a chair, just like the barbell. Then use my glutes, push up and squeeze, and back down like that. And you hold, I hold the weight at my chest level the whole time, right here, kind of like cradle it. Before I do my next move, I just wanted to say in every exercise, I also focus on keeping my core tight because it helps me do proper form. So I'm always trying to make sure as I'm doing the exercise that my core is tight. I feel like it helps make sure that I'm doing good form, and it helps prevent injuries because your posture is proper when you're lifting the weights. My next move is Bulgarian split squats. I am gonna use a bench to prop my foot up on. When I don't have access to a bench, I use a sturdy chair. It's not as great as a bench, but it will work. And I do that from time to time. I'm gonna use a 30-pound dumbbell. I grab it with one hand, and then the hand that has the dumbbell, that's the foot I'm gonna put back on to the bench, like this. And sometimes it'll take you a minute to kind of find your foot position, so give yourself that time. Then when I'm ready, I'm gonna lower the weight down at the same time as squatting down with the leg. You don't want your knee to go over your toes, and I'm slightly leaning forward when I do it. And then I wanna feel the stretch in my glutes, and then push up, squeezing with my glutes and my quads. And I'm leaning forward to do the glute focus. And I do 2 sets of 10 reps per leg. Whew, she's a burner. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch legs. This leg always takes me a minute to find it. Okay, there we go. All right, last move, dumbbell deadlifts. And I'm gonna show you how I do it before I use the weight, just because it'll be easier for me to explain it. And I use two 30-pound dumbbells. So I stand about hip, shoulder width apart, feet apart, and I have a dumbbell in each hand. And then what I do is I make sure my core is tight, and I'm gonna hinge forward with my hips. I wanna make sure my back is straight and my core is tight. And I'm gonna slowly lower the dumbbells and slightly bend my knees. And I want the dumbbell just past my knees. I wanna feel the stretch in my hamstrings and my glutes. Then I'm gonna squeeze up with my glutes, pause at the top, squeeze again, and then lower back down. And I do 2 sets of 12 reps. We did it, guys. Peace out. You did it. Thanks for watching. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.